abc.com/radio. Sponsored by Age of Learning.
Sponsored by Robert Half. Robert Half research indicates 9 out of 10 hiring managers are having difficulty hiring. Robert Half is here to help. Their recruiting professionals use proprietary AI to connect businesses with highly skilled talent. At Robert Half, they know talent. Visit roberthalf.com today.
Hi, I'm Dr. Anita Chandra with today's tip for kids from the American Academy of Pediatrics. As a parent, you are your child's first teacher. As students, make mistakes. The goal is to encourage the behavior you want to see. Set clear expectations, reward good behavior, and withdraw privileges when needed. What doesn't work is spanking. It only increases the risk
It does not work.
For more strategies on child behavior, talk with your pediatrician or visit healthychildren.org.
It'll work.
You can set reminders, make a grocery list, look up random facts and info in seconds, and play your favorite talk show, all with your smart home speaker. News Radio 1440. Go.
It's 5 till. Welcome back. You're with America in the Morning. Unless they can come to an agreement, another entertainment strike looms.
So what?
This one involving Grover and Big Bird. Kevin Carr explains.
If you thought the entertainment industry strikes were only a thing of last year, think again. A new labor dispute threatens a new and very familiar street. The writers at the Sesame Workshop, which produces the legendary children's television series Sesame Street, have voted unanimously to authorize a strike amid contract negotiations. The writers are seeking annual raises, improvements to residuals, and WGA union coverage for Sesame Workshop's animation and social media divisions. This potential strike is different than the ones that shut down Hollywood last year because it is a single dispute between the nonprofit Sesame Workshop and a relatively small group of 35 writers working for that studio. Shows that could be impacted will obviously include Sesame Street, which airs on both PBS and Max. However, Sesame Workshop also produces the Apple TV Plus series Helpsters.
We're monsters who help, and we call ourselves the Helpsters.
The Sesame Street version of a late-night talk show, The Not Too Late Show with Elmo, could also be affected.
Thank you, everybody. Welcome to the Not Too Late Show.
If there is no deal reached by this Friday when the current contract expires, the writers will walk out. If the strike happens, picketing will commence on Wednesday, April 24th in New York City. I'm Kevin Carr.
The Library of Congress is preserving songs in the National Recording Registry with hits from groups like ABBA and artists including Gene Autry, Bobby McFerrin, and Blondie. Correspondent Margie Zaraletta reports.
Rudolph the Red-Nosed.
The Library of Congress has determined Gene Autry's version of Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer is worthy of preservation. It's one of 25 recordings that is entering the National Recording Registry because of its cultural or historical importance.
You women have heard of jalopy.
Among the singles to enter the registry is Rocket 88 by Jackie Brenston and his Delta Cats, sometimes credited as the first rock and roll record. Other singles include Bobby McFerrin's Don't Worry, Be Happy, Patti Page's The Tennessee Waltz, and Chances Are by Johnny Mathis. The Chicks' Wide Open Spaces album is on the registry. So is Green Day's Dookie and the Notorious B.I.G.'s Ready to Die. Lily Tomlin's 1971 comedy album This Is a Recording is the only non-music recording to make the list. I'm Archie Zaraletta.
America in the Morning for Wednesday, April 17th, 2024 is produced by Jeff McKay. Senior producer Kevin Delaney. I'm John Trout. This is Westwood One.
Summer's here. Temperatures are soaring, and unfortunately, so is the risk of developing skin cancer. The sun's harmful ultraviolet rays can damage your skin if it's not protected properly. So when you're out in the sun this summer, make sure to wear your protective clothing, like hats and long sleeves, and repeatedly reapply sunscreen.
This is State Health Officer Dr. Scott Harris. For more information, visit our website, www.alabamapublichealth.gov.
My job, finances, everything's so crazy. I just want to be in control. With Sam, I can.
Sam is Smart About Money, a free online resource from the nonprofit National Endowment for Financial Education. Get empowered. Reach your financial goals. Visit samican.org.
Listen to News Radio 1440 from the comfort of your car seat, the comfort of your desk chair, or the comfort of your recliner at home. We're everywhere, on the radio, online, and on your smart home speaker. News Radio 1440. WLWI AM is News Radio 1440. Also heard on 95.1 HD3 FM in Montgomery, a Cumulus media station. This is the CBS News World News Roundup, sponsored by O'Reilly Auto Parts.
I'm Deborah Rodriguez. We begin in the U.S. Senate, which is set to convene the impeachment trial of Homeland Security Secretary Alejandro Mayorkas, a day after the Republican-led House delivered 2 articles of impeachment over the way Mayorkas has handled the crisis at the southern border. The Homeland Security Secretary tells CBS Mornings he can't solve the problem on his own.
We need Congress to pass the bipartisan legislation that a group of senators worked on. That is the enduring solution. We cannot resource ourselves. We need Congress to do so. We cannot change a broken immigration system. Only Congress.
The proceedings are expected to be quickly dismissed in the Democratic-led Senate. The Department of Homeland Security partnering with online platforms as well as pro sports for a first-of-its-kind campaign to help kids be safe online. Antigone Davis, who heads global safety at Meta, tells CBS Mornings.
We will build all the tools that we have in place and try to protect kids from unwanted contact, but it's really important that parents and teens are able to spot this type of crime.
Reports of suspected child exploitation more than doubled between 2019 and 2023. Progress choosing a jury at former President Trump's criminal hush money trial. Correspondent Nancy Cordes has details from New York City.
7 jurors were chosen Tuesday, 4 men and 3 women, including a nurse, a teacher, and a corporate lawyer. Several potential jurors, like Kara McGee, were dismissed.
I really wanted to be on the jury. It would have been so interesting.
Trump's lawyers objected to some potential jurors because of their social media posts. One had written, "Lock him up."
There's a day off in the case today. There's a Senate hearing scheduled this morning on a string of safety mishaps at Boeing, including the door panel that blew off an Alaska Airlines jet mid-flight. Connecticut Democrat Richard Blumenthal.
We're going to hear from the whistleblower, and there are going to be shocking allegations about a failure in safety culture and practices.
Boeing insists its planes are safe. Wild weather swept through the central U.S.
Look at that funnel right up there. I know.
Tornadoes reported in 4 states, including Nebraska, Iowa, and Kansas.
Sounded like 50 people were standing outside on my windows with the soft palms of their hands, hitting them hard and vibrating the windows.
A sight for sore eyes in Butte, Montana.
Oh my God, elephant down the road.
Brittany McGinnis caught it on video after the Jordan World Circus came to town. The elephant was recaptured without harm. This is CBS News.
Think O'Reilly Auto Parts for all your car care needs. Get the parts and service you need fast from the professional parts people at O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Getting quality employees to fill positions in your company is essential, but finding those people can be a major hassle, unless you use ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter makes finding quality people a breeze. And right now you can try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. With ZipRecruiter, one click sends your job to hundreds of top job sites. But more than that, ZipRecruiter's advanced technology identifies the candidates with the skills you need, sends you a list of great matches to review, then actively invites them to apply for your job. And the results speak for themselves. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. That's right, the first day. Now you can focus on your business and let ZipRecruiter do the work finding the best people for you. See for yourself. Experience the ease, efficiency, and power of ZipRecruiter for free. Just go to ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Christmas is almost here again for Swifties.
We're just a few days away now from the release of Taylor Swift's new album, The Tortured Poets Department. It's out this Friday, but Swifties in Los Angeles are celebrating now. Spotify set up a curated library installation at the Grove, full of references and inspiration for the new album. And the stuff inside updates daily, which means fans will get new Easter eggs and other surprises every time they visit. The library is on display through Thursday. Monica Ricks, CBS News.
Hugh Grant has settled a lawsuit against the publisher of Rupert Murdoch's tabloid, The Sun. The actor claimed reporters used private investigators to tap his phone and rob his house. Both Grant and Prince Harry sued news group papers alleging unlawful information gathering and spreading confidential information. Grant revealed the settlement. On X, he did not report the amount. Deborah Rodriguez, CBS News.
Since 1969, you've trusted Bill Bradley when something breaks. Call Bill Bradley for plumbing, heating, and air conditioning concerns. Bill Bradley will come fix your home. Call today and tune up your AC for only $74.95. Bill Bradley, your source for all things green, including available financing on HVAC. Certificate number 8449.
Won't you please fix my home?
Sneezing, coughing, stuffy nose, runny nose, postnasal drip, interrupted sleeping, and just groggy at the end of the day.
Allergies and sinus congestion were making Jana miserable. Then a friend recommended Navage. Navage provides immediate drug-free congestion relief, flushing your nasal passages with refreshing saline and sucking out mucus, germs, and other airborne irritants. Navage helps you breathe easier, sleep better, and feel your best right away.
Navage gave me instant relief. I didn't have to wait 30 minutes. I didn't have to wait an hour, 90 minutes. I didn't have to wait a minute. I ran the rinse and I felt better.
Stop suffering from congestion and start breathing and feeling your best again with Navage. Navage.
I've had people ask me how I find relief, and I tell them Navage immediately. This thing is amazing.
Navage is available at Navage.com or at Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, and Rite Aid.
Prescriptions require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate restrictions apply. See website for details and important CT information. Subscription required. Price varies based on product and subscription plan.
Hey guys, did you know there's a generic form of Viagra that works just the same, but is 95% cheaper, and you can get it online? Go to hims.com/joy. Through HIMS, you'll get a free medical consultation, discreet shipping if prescribed, and the process is 100% online. To start your free online visit, go to hims.com/joy. That's HIMS.com/JOY.
$5,000. That's the average amount of money people in the U.S. are now spending on gas in a year. $5,000. That's crazy. If you drive, you have to download Upside, the free app that gives you cash back every time you get gas. That's right. You can earn real cash back with Upside just by buying the gas you're already buying. You can literally start earning cash back today.
I use Upside every time I fill up, and I've already made around $200-$300.
You're putting gas in your car anyway. Why not get real cash back? If you like free money, download Upside.
I'm saving the cash I earn from using Upside to help pay for a vacation later this year.
Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code LANE to get an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank, PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code LANE for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code LANE for a 25 cents per gallon bonus.
Texting privacy policy and terms and conditions posted in text line US. Texting rules for recurring automated text marketing messages. Message data rates may apply. Play stop, opt out. Minimum purchase required. Interest occurs with payment purchase when it's waived and paid within promotional period. Go to windowappointmentnow.com for full offer details.
Attention homeowners, do you know when to replace your windows? Feeling too hot or cold? Fog between the glass? Spending too much on expensive energy that literally goes out the window? It's time to replace. And right now you can get a free in-home window consultation and free price quote from Renewal by Anderson. Plus with our spring savings event, you can buy one window or door and get one 40% off. You buy 4 or more units. Just text CONSULT to 200-300 for your free consultation on top quality affordable windows or patio doors for no dollars down, no monthly payments, and no interest for a year. That's right, you don't pay a dime for an entire year. Text CONSULT to 200-300 to buy one window or door and get one 40% off. And right now, save an extra $30 off every unit. Hurry, this incredible offer is only in April. Text CONSULT to 200-300. Text the word CONSULT to 200-300. CONSULT to 200-300.
Join Sean Hannity Sundays at 3 p.m. for the Encore Show.
The Chinese, the Russians, don't fear Joe Biden.
On News Radio 1440. Your WSFA First Alert Weather Forecast on News Radio 1440.
Sponsored by Staples Stores. Staples can print anything you need to move your business forward, like banners, flyers, signs, and catalogs, some even same day. And now at Staples, save $50 on your print purchase of $150 or more. Offer N61. Visit staples.com/print for details. Staples, your local print and marketing expert.
Warm start to our Wednesday, and temperatures will only continue to heat up as we head throughout the day. We might start off with some clouds, but we do anticipate some afternoon sunshine and maybe a few isolated showers. Highs are in the low 80s. We get mid-80s back into the mix Thursday with some mid and upper 80s by Friday. This weekend does feature some wet weather, specifically with a cold front on Sunday. We get a little cooler starting next work week. And that's your first alert forecast. I'm WSFA meteorologist Amanda Curran on News Radio 1440.
Montgomery Skywatch traffic brought to you by Sons Automotive, family owned, family driven on News Radio 1440.
Good morning, Montgomery. The good news continues on this Wednesday. No major problems or accidents are being reported. Nothing to send you on an alternate route. Looking at your traffic flow maps. No big backups or slowdowns. Keep listening. We'll keep you posted. At McKinnon Toyota, financing is as low as 2.9%. The inventory is rising on Camrys, Corollas, 4Runners, and more. It's worth the drive to McKinnon Toyota, exit 212 off I-65 in Clanton. Buckle up, it's the law. For Montgomery Skywatch traffic, this is Major Delay.
Good morning, I'm Judd Davis. Here's what's happening in the news on this Wednesday. An Amber Alert for two Montgomery siblings was canceled Tuesday evening. Police say a 15-year-old kidnapped her 5-year-old brother. The younger brother, Caden Perryman, and his sister, Janasia Gunn, were found in Selma safe Tuesday night. All police will say is they were last seen in a Chevy Equinox, and both are safe. Alabama's runoff elections are over. November's election is set. The runoff for House District 2 was the only race on the ballot in Montgomery County. Attorney Caroline Dobson beat Dick Brubaker on the Republican side. Shamari Figures beat Anthony Daniels on the Democrat side. Those two will face off in the November general election. Happening Thursday, a chance for a fun night out while supporting a local nonprofit. Child Protect is hosting its annual fundraiser, Barrel of Blues, at the 1616 House in Montgomery from 5:30 to 8 p.m. There'll be bourbon and whiskey tasting, music, and more. You get tickets by going to childprotect.org.
And want to learn how to cook, but I keep ordering takeout.
Accomplishing goals is hard, but when your goal is to learn a new language, Babbel makes it easy. In just 15 minutes a day, Babbel will help you start having conversations in as little as 3 weeks. Words and phrases you'll actually use. So when someone asks, "How's your French going?" you can say,
Babbel facilite grandement l'apprentissage des nouvelles langues.
Now try Babbel for free at Babbel.com. That's Babbel.com. Babbel.com.
Hi, I'm Henry Winkler. My eyes are very important to me. My eyes connect me with everything I love. I loved my late father-in-law dearly. He always lit up a room, but his vision dimmed with age. He had age-related macular degeneration, or AMD. And since partnering with Apellis, I've learned there's an advanced form of dry AMD called geographic atrophy, or GA. His struggle with vision loss made me want to help others know about GA's warning signs. For some, colors appear dull or washed out. For others, hazy or blurred vision make it hard to see details, like fine print on price tags. Many have trouble seeing in the dark, making driving at night difficult. GA gets worse over time and cannot be fixed. If you think you have GA, don't wait. Treatments are available. Ask a retina specialist about FDA-approved treatments for GA and go to GAWon'tWait.com.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-575-2794. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS. There is zero risk to you. If we can't reduce your tax debt, then you pay nothing. Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems. We have a 5-star rating on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau. You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call 800-575-2794. That's 800-575-2794. Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
Don't let spring allergies make you miserable. Try the quick, drug-free solution trusted by over 4 million people, Navage. Only Navage uses suction to flush out your sinuses using refreshing saline, helping you breathe easier, sleep better, and feel healthier. And here's even better news. Navage is now available at your local Sam's Club in a great new value pack. It's everything you need to start breathing better immediately at Sam's guaranteed best price. Navage, Navage. Breathe easy.
We have reached the age where things just cost more.
Cars, phones, life insurance.
Your blood pressure is up.
Your weight is up.
You're one to talk.
I have type 2 diabetes, so I'm getting dinged just like you.
Thank goodness for Big Lou.
Big Lou!
Big Lou can get term life insurance rates for a 50-year-old male with type 2 diabetes or high blood pressure, or maybe he's on anxiety meds for just around $200 a month for $1 million of coverage.
Oh, you gotta say that again.
When?
Okay, I'll say it. Big Lou and Term Provider could get a 50-year-old man, a little dinged up, $1 million in life insurance for around $200 a month.
Call Big Lou.
Big Lou!
He's like you. 800-511-3535. That's 800-511-3535.
Don't put it off. If you're overweight, diabetic, have high blood pressure, you gotta call Big Lou.
Big Lou. 511-3535. 800-511-3535.
Getting quality employees to fill positions in your company is essential, but finding those people can be a major hassle, unless you use ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter makes finding quality people a breeze. And right now you can try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. With ZipRecruiter,
Y'all come here and sit down. You already get one.
I will one
And we
day.
can talk about, say, oh, people and things of life.
Yes, I will. I'm just never even up this early, really. Yeah.
And the results speak
Like
for
7:10 every
4 out of
Sunday.
5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter.
How do you change that, bro?
I know. I got up this morning early and I was like, okay, I feel better than I
And you
did. Like,
feel better, that's right.
yeah.
Getting up early,
And with
invigorates.
ZipRecruiter, they will work finding the best people for you. See for yourself. Experience the ease, efficiency, and power of ZipRecruiter for free. Just go to ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter.com/free.
He's smart, witty, and fast on the draw.
Yes, he
Mark him
is.
in this afternoon at 5 p.m. on News Radio 1440. You need to reset, refocus on your day. The moment where you take a deep breath and change the focus from the problem to the problem solver. This is Decisions with Kevin Elkins.
Well, good morning, everybody. Headed out to school and work and all the places that you have to go this morning. We appreciate you tuning in. If there's anybody out there, Okay. Anyway, good morning to you. I'm Kevin Elkins, and this is News Radio 1440. Now, remember, you can always text me. That number is 901-5022, since I'm taking some blame on the internet right now, but it's not my fault. Anyway, good morning to you. It is a great day to be alive. It is time for our daily bread, a word from on high, something that'll change your perspective or give you a new one. But either way, it's good for the soul. Good morning to you. Our daily bread today is simply entitled, Ready to Go for God. Our scripture insight today comes from Ephesians 4:1-7 and 11-16. But Ephesians 4:1 eloquently says, I urge you to live a life worthy of the calling you have received. Govern yourselves accordingly. And again, it is April the 16th. It is a day that has never been. And it is a day like all the other days that will never, ever come again. You don't get a do-over. You don't get it back. You don't get to summon it from the past once it's gone. You don't get to come back and do all the things that you should have done this day that you don't. And you certainly don't get a chance to come back and undo the things that you do. So whatever it is that you do with this day, April the 16th, hopefully if tomorrow should be, you'll be glad of what you have done on this day. If you've lived a while, you've seen, you've heard many, many yesterdays. And if we are blessed and given the grace, mercy, and charity of God, we may I'm not sure. We may see some tomorrows. But if tomorrow should never be, then it is this day. That is the first day of the rest of our lives. What are we going to do with it? Do what you can, while you can, for whom you can. Reach back and give somebody else a helping hand. Benjamin Elijah May said, whatever we do in life, we should do it so well, no man living, no man dead, no man yet to be born can do it any better. And I say if that is the standard by which you live life, you'll always be successful. Oh, you'll fail at a thing or two. We all do. But you'll never be a failure until you quit. We say give out if you must, rest if you can, but you never quit. You never give up, because losers, quitters will never win. And winners, oh, they may fail at a thing or two, but they never quit. My mother said, nothing beats a failure but a try. Martin Luther King said, if you cannot run, walk, and if you cannot walk, crawl. But whatever you do, you keep moving forward. You don't ever give up. You don't ever quit, because quitters will never win. And while winners may lose a thing or two, they never quit. One foot in front of the other. The Chinese have a saying that said, a journey of 1,000 miles starts with the first step. And no matter what happens to you this day, April the 16th, remember this. This day is like no other. It will never come again. To do the best you can with what you have. And don't ever give up. Don't ever quit. And remember, it is a great day. Absolutely stupendous day to be alive. Ready to go for God. That's our daily bread for this morning, April the 16th. We'll be back if the good Lord says the same. Good morning to you. Have a great day.
Welcome to today's encouragement from Our Daily Bread. Our reading titled, Ready to Go for God, was written by Kenneth Peterson. The book, Hidden Figures, recounts preparations for John Glenn's flight into space. Computers were newfangled inventions in 1962, subject to glitches. Glenn didn't trust them and worried about calculations for the launch. He knew one brainy woman in the back room could run the numbers. He trusted her. If she says the numbers are good, Glenn said, I'm ready to go. Katherine Johnson was a teacher and a mother of 3. She loved Jesus and served in her church. God had blessed Katherine with a remarkable mind. NASA tapped her in the late 1950s to help with the space program. She was Glenn's brainy woman, one of the human computers they hired at the time. We may not be called to be brilliant mathematicians, but God calls us to other things. To each one of us, grace has been given as Christ apportioned it, Paul writes in Ephesians 4. We're to live a life worthy of the calling we've received. We're part of one body in which each part does its work. Katherine Johnson's calculations confirmed the course trajectory. Glenn's launch into orbit was like hitting a bullseye. But this was just one of Katherine's callings. Remember, she was called also to be a mother, teacher, and church worker. We might ask ourselves, what has God called us to do? Whether big or small, are we ready to go, exercising the grace gifts He's bestowed, living a life worthy of our calling? Today's Our Daily Bread devotional scripture reading is from Ephesians chapter 4, verses 1 through 7, and verses 11 through 16. As a prisoner for the Lord, then, I urge you to live a life worthy of the calling you have received. Be completely humble and gentle. Be patient, bearing with one another in love. Make every effort to keep the unity of the Spirit through the bond of peace. There is one body and one Spirit, just as you were called to one hope when you were called. One Lord, one faith, one baptism, one God and Father of all, who is over all and through all and in all. But to each one of us, grace has been given as Christ apportioned it. And now picking up at verse 11. So Christ himself gave the apostles, the prophets, the evangelists, the pastors and teachers to equip his people for works of service, so that the body of Christ may be built up until we all reach unity in the faith and in the knowledge of the Son of God and become mature, attaining to the whole measure of the fullness of Christ. Then we will no longer be infants, tossed back and forth by the waves, and blown here and there by every wind of teaching, and by the cunning and craftiness of people and their deceitful scheming. Instead, speaking the truth in love, we will grow to become in every respect the mature body of him who is the head, that is, Christ. From him, the whole body, joined and held together by every supporting ligament, grows and builds itself up in love as each part does its work.
Okay, I got the wrong day.
Let's pray. Dear God,
don't hurt.
Please help us embrace what you've given us and to live lives worthy of your calling in our family, our career, in our church and community, and wherever your calling may take us. Thank you, Lord. It's in Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Thanks for listening today. I'm Stephen Tabor, and today's encouragement was provided by Our Daily Bread Ministries.
Okay, I got the day wrong. Sorry about that. I was so excited about getting here until I just forgot what day it was. Well, it's a day above ground, and that's better than the ground being above me. Today is actually April the 17th, and the daily bread for today was supposed to be Choices Matter. We'll play that one tomorrow. Sorry about that. Hey, I never said I was perfect. Good morning to you as we pay homage to our armed forces and respect to our armed forces of these United States, Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, Coast Guard, and Space Force. Good morning to you, Montgomery. It's time to rise and shine, and it is the 17th day of April. Good morning. But I must admit, it's not the only time I ever got anything wrong. I want to say good morning to my two boys, Emmanuel and Zarel. Good morning to them. How you doing? In the great city of Montgomery. My boys come more famous than I am. We're always ready for the call. Big days of trust in thee. Through love we hail and shout and shall to win our victory. Send word without the seas of God. Our pledge and motto too. We're always ready to war die. I will stand behind my head. And good morning to Maxwell and Gunner Air Force Base. I never can forget that this is an Air Force town. So good morning to all the air jockeys out there, stick jockeys, whatever they call those things they guide the airplane with. Good morning to you. Only thing I know about an airplane is how to get in one, get out of one, and how to jump out of one. Okay, then. That's about all I need to know. But I probably could fly one. Okay, I couldn't. No, I couldn't. Too fast. Okay, I did something yesterday that I hadn't done in a long time. I bought a new pair of tennis shoes. Now I feel younger. Yeah, younger, just because of the tennis shoes. No, they're not Michael Jordan. I ain't paying $300 for a pair of tennis shoes. We don't do that. Time to rise and shine, Montgomery. Time to get up. Army, Navy, Coast Guard, Air Force, and Space Force, and the United States Marines. Sergeant Elkins reporting for duty, sir. All right then. Good morning. Hope everybody's feeling pretty good this morning. I'm feeling pretty good this morning. Yeah, I bought my pair of tennis shoes yesterday. Like they're white though. They're white and black. Okay, so but they look good. You know, they look good. Okay. I bought them a couple of days ago, and I just thought I would like wear them so I could feel young again. Although I always feel young, but the tennis shoe thing, I can understand now why people got 15 pair of tennis shoes. Now I've just got two, and that's enough for me because I only got 2 feet, so one pair for each foot, and I'm good. But I know people who got 40 pair of tennis shoes. I mean, what you gonna do with 40 pair of tennis shoes? With all the fun, send some of them things over to Africa. So some of those kids, because I don't know why I keep hearing that Africa is full of all of this and they full of all of that, but they can't seem to put shoes on their kids' feet. But we can take some of them shoes, and send over there, and 40, what man needs 40 pair of and women? Listen, okay, don't y'all send your heels over there because you probably can't use heels in all the places in Africa in the jungles and all that stuff. But tennis shoes, everybody can use. I'm just thinking you might want to do that and stop hogging the market with just your shoes. Okay. Now before I get to get to anything important, we must have a serious talk, and it's about a killer, and its name is fentanyl. Now, did you know that more than 1,400 Alabamians died in 2021? We haven't got the results back for 2022 and 2023 yet. But it's time to have the conversation about substance abuse. Hope is real, and recovery is also real. So if you are a family member or a friend are suffering from substance use disorder, call the Council on Substance Abuse, or COSA, COSA, now. Or that number is 334-262-1629. Or go to COSANCADD.org. Let's get the help you need today. Call COSA 334-262-1629 and get the help you need today. Because whether you know it or not, there are people here who love you, they care about you, and you affected everybody around you. Those people who love you and the people that you love. So get the help. Call COSA. Again, that number is 334-262-1629. Now, so what happened at the city council meeting yesterday? Now, I go to Facebook. I wrote an editorial about the crime in Montgomery, but I'm not the one. I mean, I'm just the latest. There have been people complaining about this crap. Now, somebody said, well, you shouldn't blame the mayor. Well, here's a question I have to ask this before I get to anything. Who do we blame? I don't blame the mayor for the crime. I blame him and the rest of leadership for the conditions that are allowing this crime to proliferate. Okay, I do. I blame him. I hear, see, I know things that some of you guys don't know. And I got policemen out there that they are more afraid of getting strung up by leadership than they are the crook, okay, for doing their job. A lot of them have quit. They've gone to the sheriff department because they don't like the pressure that they're put under. To some of them, nonsensical pressure that they are put under for no reason at all. I mean, you get fired and wrote up for cussing out a crook. Really? The crook cuss you out, but you can't. I mean, we all grown men here. If you don't want to hear it, don't use it. But we got police officers who were written up for using bad language. Wait a minute, against a crook. And so they don't even, a lot of them don't even want to deal with it. I'm glad they all haven't quit. But it does seem like to me. So here's the question this morning, ladies and gentlemen. Who do you blame? Besides the crook, who do you blame for the environment? We got people who are not afraid to use weapons, to use to go in any environment, it seems, and do anything they think they want to do because they don't fear the consequence. They don't fear it. If they did, would they do this? And here's another thing: if they don't fear the consequence, then what we need to do is get a mental hospital open quickly, and put these guys in there. Forget sending them to jail, feed them and let's put a straight jacket on them and put them in mental prison. Because obviously, the crook mentality in this town, okay, it's getting out of control. So who do we blame? Who do we? If you got a mayor, if we have a city council person, if we got a governor, if we got a senator, if we got a city council, who do we blame for this? Who do we blame? It's about leadership. It's about striking fear in the hearts of the consequences, in the hearts of people who would do us harm. And we don't have any fear in Montgomery. Now, when I got here and Emmy Farmer was mayor, okay, and I realized it was a different time, maybe that's the bad thing. Maybe that's the bad thing. The crook's not mad at anybody. It's kind of like school, like a lady on TikTok said. Well, let me see now. We got the teacher scared of the principal. The principal is scared of the superintendent. The superintendent is scared of the state superintendent, and the only one that don't be scared in this is the kids. So the only people that are not scared is the crooks. So who do we blame? And last night I get a call from one of our state agencies. They walking into some of our state agencies right now and robbing people, and I didn't hear anything about it with guns. So I mean, listen, who is responsible? Let me put it to you this way: who do we hold responsible? Again, the mayor, the police, they're not responsible for the crime, but they damn sure are responsible for responding to it. They certainly are. Okay, I am so tired of people running for office, and then once they get in office, telling, "Well, I can't do this, and I can't do that, and I can't do." Well, then why don't we just do without a mayor? Why don't we just do without a police force? Why don't we just do without and we just all do what the crooks do, have a gun sitting on our lap, in the car, wherever we sitting at, whatever we're doing, and take care of our own self, because it looks like that's what we got to do anyway. I'm just saying, so who is responsible? I mean, who do we hold responsible? Okay. Okay, who? Yeah, I don't know who. Okay, I thought somebody said my phone was working. Yeah, it is. It's working now. So anyway, we'll take a break and we'll come back and we'll take some of those calls. But who is responsible? Who do we hold responsible for the deterioration of our city? Who do we hold responsible? They say statistically, Montgomery, Alabama is on par based on our population and the crimes that are committed are on par to be 8 times more than Chicago, Illinois. And if you beat Chicago out of the crime thing, we in serious trouble. I'm just saying we need to change our attitude about this criminality stuff around it. That's all I'm saying. A friend of mine last night called and said, "Hey, I got robbed the other day, and I work for the state." I said, "Really? Yeah, got robbed." Guy comes in and said, "I'm gonna shoot you in the leg." Okay. Now I hear anything about that, but it did happen. So anyway, let's take a break, and we'll be back. Uno momento. So before y'all go on the internet talking about who's not responsible, that's fine. So tell me who is. We already know that the crook is going to be a crook. We already know that. But that's why we have policemen, mayors, city councilmen, senators, House representatives. Who do we hold responsible for the environment by which we have right now in the city of Montgomery? So who do we hold responsible? Anybody know? I mean, somebody's got to be held responsible, right? At least in my mind, they do. So So that's the question this morning. Who is held responsible? You can hold the crook responsible, absolutely, but he don't care. We're gonna put him in jail and feed him for free. Give him a place to stay, okay, and clothes to wear. Although everybody gets to wear the same suit, but it's kind of like being in the army. We all wear the same green suit. So, but we're gonna feed them, and they don't have no rent to pay. We don't have to pay a light bill. We don't have to pay a gas bill. We don't have to buy groceries. So where's the punishment in that? Okay. Anyway, gotta take a break. We shall return uno momento. So somebody answer the question. Hey, somebody give me a combo check right quick. 860-1440. But somebody said the phone's not working. Is that true? Okay, let me see if the phone is working. Yeah. Make sure. I want to make sure people have their say. And you see all the people yesterday at the city council meeting? They tired of it too. Businesses want to leave. People want to leave. Yeah, I'm putting responsibility on the headset downtown. Yeah, I'm putting it on the mayors and city council people. Stop being wussed. We need we need to walk softly, but we need to carry a big stick around here. Okay, I'm just saying. Oh, all my systems down. Okay then. Sorry about that. But I got enough to say this one for everybody. We'll be back. But you can text me. Okay. 901-5022. We'll be back.
Your call cannot be completed at this time. Please try again later. Unless you use ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter makes finding quality people easy. And right now you can try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter, one click sends your job to hundreds of top websites. But more than that, ZipRecruiter's advanced technology identifies the candidates and you create matches for you and actively invites them to apply for your job. And the results speak for themselves. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. That's right, the first day. Now you can focus on your business and let ZipRecruiter do the work on the best people for you. See for yourself. Experience the ease, efficiency, and power of ZipRecruiter for free. Just go to ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio.
Don't miss Strong Hannity, widening coherently and hears live this afternoon at 2 p.m. on News Radio.
All righty, then. Now somebody did correct me. Somebody text did correct me, and I was so animated about this that I didn't realize what I was saying. I realized what I was saying, but I didn't say it in the right context. He said, your question should be, who do we hold accountable for the proliferation of crime? So we already know who's responsible, and that is true. The criminal himself or herself is responsible, but we don't right about that. We hold leadership accountable. We hold leadership accountable. I mean, who else is there to hold accountable for? I don't. I'm sorry. Hopefully my phone will next hour. But who? I think there's some people totally disagree. But I don't. I've been in this city for 31 years or 33 years now. I've lived here longer, so I'm a Montgomery. You know, I live South Bend. I can't even go home right now and find the street I used to live on. Now, when I was growing up, I just know this place right here. I know more about Montgomery, Alabama than I know about any other city I've ever lived in. So like I'm a carpetbagger. Is that what they call me? I come down here, couldn't leave. Something about coming to Alabama. Once you get here, you can't get out. It's like the car breaks down right at 85 and 65 and you stuck. So I'm here. Yeah. But anyway, so who do we hold accountable? I think we have to hold our leadership accountable. We have to, especially when it seems to me, from what I can understand from some officers, the impediment to them doing their duty is leadership. Not them. These guys go out there, everything, put their butt on the line to protect them, and then they throw what they can get. Can you believe somebody gets disciplined because they cuss out a perp? Because they use some not so nice words? You know, a crook ain't nice. You know, if he was nice, he wouldn't be a crook. Okay, maybe Robin Hood was a nice crook. He stole from the rich and gave to the poor. But that still wasn't right because the rich, that was their stuff. Yeah. So but now we steal from the poor and ignore the rich. I don't know what that's all about either. But anyway, so I do think we hold leadership accountable. And let's not let them get off under it. Get off from under it. Been since 1991. Never seen this kind of junk going on. Okay. Again, you're not responsible. Thank you for the text person that texted me and got me correct in my in my pronunciation there. You got to hold somebody accountable. So who do you hold accountable? Who do we hold accountable? You got to hold somebody accountable. I mean, all I do is get up every morning and come to work. Like the rest of these people, they get up, they go to most of 99% of these people get up every day, go to work, pay the taxes, and they try to go home, and hopefully everything that was in there when they left this morning is still there. Hopefully, so right now they don't know. And you the other day, this poor woman, riding down Atlanta Highway, a street which I ride down at least 2 or 3 times a day, and that's just terrible. I mean, and again, we may not. We got cameras everywhere. We got with all this technology. And what the hell happened to the shot spotter? Wasn't that what a college thing? The shot spotter, which I figured, that wasn't going to do you any good anyway. Unless we got a machine that can automatically once a bullet comes out of the round comes out of the chamber, automatically can detect where you are, and you ain't no good either. Yeah. So maybe use that new AI to help fight crime or something like that. I don't know. But I don't know. All I know is that we have to hold somebody accountable. Okay. Fair or unfair, we have to hold somebody accountable for where we are in this situation. And like somebody said the other day, why do we keep letting people out of jail? They keep going, we keep letting them out. I do believe in the Constitution of the United States of America. I do. But enough is enough. I mean, I don't, who do we hold responsible? That's the question. Who do we hold responsible? I'm holding the leadership of the city responsible. Okay? I am. And that's it. And I'm also holding the councilman and the representative from the senators Barfoot and Hatcher down to Kenyatta, Tashina Morris, Penny McClellan, Reed Ingram, the guy named Seal, whatever his name is, and Lawrence down who don't even have all people up here, but okay. Kevin Lawrence. I'm holding them all. That's a lot of money to pay people every year to not come up with a solution to the problem. Seriously, you get $50,000 a year for hardly doing anything. We're going to work for 90 days. Okay, so I'm just saying, we need to start holding everybody accountable, okay, for the situation we find ourselves in. And it all starts, most of it starts, I'm just going to tell you, I think most of it starts with public schools. Also, no discipline. No discipline. So those same idiots get out here and think they don't have any discipline out here too. Okay? I'm just saying, man. Somebody. And then somebody said leaders have to lead. Okay? I'm just saying, sure. And somebody said you hold them. I'm all for holding parents. But obviously, we have a lack of parental supervision. So when the parents refuse to do it, then we as a community, as a society, have to do it for them. We just got to do it for them. We can't do it. I mean, if they don't do it, it's not my fault that your parents suck. Not my fault that your parents don't give a crap about you. Okay? It's not my fault. Now, personally, I think we ought to start holding some of these men and big time responsibility. Because if men were involved in their kids' life, some kind of way, I don't believe we have all this. But we're not there. We get the excuses for, well, a long time ago, we was in slavery and they made the man leave the house. No government entity ever told a man to leave his house so his woman could get a check. They decided that. Because back in the day, men stayed there, at least for what I'm told, they say they took care of their kids, even if they had 2 families. I'm saying, they were in their kids' lives. So I really don't. Some parents are just not parents anymore, and they'll use the excuse, the reason why they can't be a parent because the government, because the child will get on the phone and call 911, and that has happened. Well, by the time you get out of jail, you make sure his clothes are all packed and sit with somebody else. Take him downtown and give him to the Department of Health and Human Resources. Okay, because when we become held hostage by our own kids, well, there's something worth going to jail for. And that's one of them. I would never, ever put up with that thing. Okay? Okay? So I'm just saying, so if we're going to hold parents responsible, then let the parents do what they can do. I just abuse. They need to put the woman on some of these kids. So yesterday I'm looking at somebody sent me a video, right? In public school, not in Montgomery. Let me say it one more time. Not in Montgomery. At least not. Well, it kind of has happened in Montgomery too. Two girls were fighting in school. The teacher was walking by them, letting them fight without trying to intercede at all. Well, I guess that's what they did to my PE8 at Lanier, was Jeff Davis, trying to stop a fight. He ends up losing his job. You see, therein lies the problem too. So we got a man who spent his life serving his country, but a fight in public school between two boys, and he ends up losing his job. Tell me how stupid that is. Okay? And if his mammy and daddy don't like him, stop him, then send him home to his mammy and his daddy. Okay? So we're in an upside down world. So now the responsible people who try to lead can't lead. That's it. Okay, I can go with that. And hopefully not. My son will work that. Anyway, we'll be back. So who's everybody. City council, mayor, all of them.
Good morning. How are you, sir?
Man. We can't, and that's about, we can do something about it. Oh, yes, we can. We can do something. If we don't do nothing, we'll put these songs up together for 10 years. That's fine. Okay, good.
You know what?
And then here's the problem.
You know, blame politicians and all that.
No, we hold them accountable. We don't blame them.
Politicians have nothing to do with it.
Yes, he does. He sets the atmosphere for the city, the mayor, city council.
You know what? That's the problem.
And your attitude is why we got all these.
No. Look, I live in a neighborhood where. Look, I don't have any problem.
You're an individual. That woman who got paralyzed that didn't have no problem with it. But guess what? They got a problem too.
Here's what I'm saying, when you that's the problem with this desegregation. But we got to make it done. It has a lot to do with it.
It's culture.
No. It's a culture. Everyone is saying
if it's only a few people, we shouldn't have a problem getting rid of it. If it's only a few people,
what the problem is. What we have you call parents, they're not parents.
But that ain't our problem. That ain't our problem.
That's the problem. When you say it ain't our problem.
We take their kids from them. We take their kids from them and put them in the state, under the state.
And then they'll be worse. Look, I dealt with them for 30 years, boy. I know what I'm talking about. I dealt with them for 30 years.
Hey.
Okay. But there are some,
and it wasn't they say that let's get rid of them.
We don't know. You know what they do? They end up in prison.
They end up in prison anyway.
I have no idea. You have no idea what you're talking about. Okay.
I raised two boys.
Yeah. Look,
that's enough.
I raised my own and then raised two more. Okay. Call them my brother. Yeah. Okay. All right. But there are a lot of they create that. In other words, you know personally what I'm talking about. Yeah. I know what I don't have to have a competition to show. That's true. But if look, hold on now. Nobody did it. They said what's going on. You're not familiar with it. They're all war. They just coming out and grocery we had. Just put them in VA. Okay, and so we got rid of the mental hospital. So that's a valid problem. That's a problem that they do out there. They are part of it. Well, yo, man, that is a wild situation. Yeah, but look at you don't know those Trumps, you got to go. I didn't think they go on. What else? Oh, all right. They have $22 private right. Oh, that's what I need. Oh, okay, yeah. I ain't paying no $500, $300, $400. You don't have to pay that. Yeah. You get a nice set of you don't have to want it without it. Hello. How you doing? How's your mama? What?
Actually, hook me up with Samuel's number. So that's how we can talk to her. Somebody know the number. Oh, yeah. You can apply for He's right. He's right. Martin. Yeah, something you know, you gotta make it. He was wild. What they found out, they have right? I like his movie. I like it. Down there. Yeah, around the wall, the neighbor team, you get a lot of folks. Is that what you want? He's be running up and down the sideline and trying to do things. You know, all going on. Yeah, well, it seems that my phones are working now. We were just talking about the city councilman yesterday and all the complaints that, so that wasn't the first time that stuff happened. But people just getting fed up with it. It's not just my other places. It's not just here. It's not a academic in my family. It's an academic across the nation. Where crime seems to went out in those places because the idiot mayor from Baltimore years ago said, "Oh, we just gonna let them check off." Really? Anyway, that was it with it. My counter personnel. Okay, hey, who's this? Yes. Yes, sir. Hey. Mm. Yeah, yeah, that's one that sort of surprises me, and it will surprise me even more if President Clinton probably leaves. I think that is, as far as I'm concerned, for what I believe, I think that's the beginning of the end. I just think we let this shit do that. And they never turn it back on us. Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. I hear you. Well, all right. All right. Really, hello. Yeah, we don't. The enemy, maybe. But it's not our enemy. It's just confused. Uh, Good morning. Who's this? I understand where he was coming from. I understand where he was coming from. I understand. Oh, you got without the right to protest. The right to protest, though, was a right to reach with our government. Yeah, yes, yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay. All right. Well, since I'm in Alabama, we know that ain't gonna happen. So, but it won't happen in Alabama either. So, yes, sir. Mhm. Yeah. Hmm. And these are 2 year terms. I mean, these are 2 year terms. Yeah. What's that? Mm-hmm. I thought it was. But I'm mad at him. Yeah, right, right. Right. Mhm. Mhm. Yeah. Mhm. Mhm. 0.03. Right. And it's what you do at the opportunity. Yeah. You gotta do what you gotta do. And well respected. Rubric. Yeah, I mean, look, politics, politics is not scientific at all. It's emotional than anything else. Mhm. Yeah. Well, not that many people get out of here. Let's not give them a credit. They did. Come on. Yeah. Well, that made me. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, I want. All right. Good morning. Yes. Yeah. I'm fine. They don't listen to talk radio. All right, Mr. Ed, I gotta run. Who's that? Amazing.
Yeah, it goes. I think it's almost like yeah, really. And that's what I mean. Get together. Well, you'll, what you do, you're always getting new people. Yeah. You get new people. This is the same thing all the time. You don't like in John Henry, he got a narrow group. It's all just a narrow. And that's why but it works for us. Like, yeah. Yeah. It's why I think it's not. Yes, you never know. You don't know who's going to follow. You know, whether it's yeah, yeah. That's my main mission. Yeah. I'm bored. I'm kind of body. I never hear anyone say you're bored. They say you're a lot of other things, but boring is not one of them.
ZipRecruiter's advanced technology identifies.
Not all of them.
I was saying that yet.
You got people that are venting from what you said before right now.
First day.
Let them
Now
vent.
you can focus on your business and let ZipRecruiter do the work finding the best people.
You get something.
Just go to
They probably been waiting on. Yeah. Not the complaints that, you know, that, because I saw it on the red. So it's what's the point of it? Own a building, an old place, your ministry. Especially going forward. You're talking about, in other words, one of those businesses like known the old building that it's amazing people have to do that. You know, you're talking about the old building. Yeah, we're talking about in Montgomery. Where did Montgomery, where could they go? You don't know what that means. You get rich. And that's what they would make this renovation faster. Now, one good place, okay? But a lot of people, you know, they don't worry about it. They do. They do. So, it's not like this. They don't worry about it. Many people at different times go into all people they do it. No, I mean, the president, what you, what? Well, it wasn't really spinning because they didn't pick. They made so many that, you have bricks all over and stuff. You can pick up a brick and they're going to say something to people around them. If you're making millions of bricks, it don't matter. A few bricks don't matter. You could take 100 bricks and they never know. One person would do that. That's when I was saying the different bricks. That was one of the things really people working together as a community that work together. If you can put down that group of people with nice the big group the first chapter was on Ferry. They used to be in the donkey. They back. In my place, we just from that dock over to the tree side. Back on the other side. Now, Ripley is back because that was very top. But later on, it came to down 20 cents. It came 20% over Ripley. But that's the original song. And it had copper. The green top buildings that you see downtown, most big buildings had copper. That was copper. Another church on the Dexter was in copper. After a period of time, that green. The biggest buildings in most cities used to be a church. That's the meaning of the green top building. That's so green. That's saying, hey, this is a building that is something here, and it has to. Well, if you understand what the history, so I just gave you a little history there on why the groups at the top are green and all of them taken on as a whole top. But the people that have the tile at the top, you go into cities that are old and you see an old building that was 1,000, 2,000 old, from the top of top, that you up. If you know where something comes from, we're talking about things and how that not where to look at our culture and what you can do as a person. That's one. And a lot of and we are back. Hey, somebody's got to finish this out. Sorry about that. That's not even on the top. 860-1440, you're popping into you now. Okay. 860-1440, down the good morning on there. Good morning. Good morning.
Yeah, but I'm not a conservative though. I'm a moderate. Oh, mm-hmm. I didn't know Donald Trump said. I didn't know Donald Trump ever said we're going to shoot black people. I didn't know he ever said that. Okay. Wow, the man. The man didn't say nothing like that. The man didn't say nothing like that. They just say he said that. I'm talking about Donald Trump. I'm talking about Donald Trump ain't saying nothing about going out to black folks. Okay. 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 Uh, some of the folks in the blob with Black Lives Matter shot people. I don't ever remember him saying that. Never. Show me the video. Show me the video. Show me the video. Oh, wait a minute. Didn't they not lie on Jesus Christ? You don't think they'll lie on other people? Yeah, that's what you're saying. It's nonsensical to me. Yeah, he said that. No, no, of course, I did say it's an invasion. And anytime somebody, I didn't say anything about shooting anybody. Well, you have a right. You do have a right to protect your borders. I didn't say nothing about that shooting people. If we put a fence up, we wouldn't have to shoot anybody. Yeah. You do. Listen. What time is that? Yeah. Good morning. Good morning. Yeah. Right. Right. let me make sure I understand. Make sure, because I hadn't heard that story. So Mayor Henry Farmer stood up against the KKK coming through Montgomery. So Henry Farmer did that, huh? I never heard that story. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Mm. Mm. All right then. Yeah. Heard about that speech. Mm. Yeah. 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 Appreciate it. Let's take a break. It is a Wednesday morning. Right here on News Radio 1440. Donald is here, believe it or not. Just been ago. We'll be back 8:41 in the morning. Why is that still running the phone? All this racist. Everything's funny. So I mean, hey, I have a personal feeling for everything. That was it. Yeah. But everything he did was something. So I can feel it. Now I wanted to get into it back and forth. You know, you won't believe it. Anita! Good morning. Yeah. So we can start our next hour off good. Good. Yeah.
Yeah, no tunnels in California. Where this are?
He's here.
Okay, good.
He's still doing the I was intelligent. For the last time I talked.
You like Steve Harvey?
Yeah, this is loves
Yeah.
You have a statement.
He does have a story, though. He does have a story.
He's arrogant, you know.
By visiting us online
Very confident and all that.
or call 800-575-20.
I know when he came to Alabama State a couple years ago when he was
Yeah, that's what I mean.
he said, you know, rich people don't talk like that. I can lie. I can disagree with him. He's probably right. You know, I get the rich people, you know, get the break. But he was right. Yeah, another I don't know. I didn't. It ain't gonna happen. But I didn't get a little bit about it. Yeah. Okay, we're gonna get back to the show. That's what I'm doing right now. Got a couple of people in this studio right now. One who is famous. I don't know exactly which one she is, but I know she's a symbol. Symbol. Yeah, excellent. Excellent. Anyway, this Dr. Claire Stewart is with us. How you doing? I'm smart and all you trying to be. Who else you got over there? That's right. Okay. And you guys are going now, what's our history? Oh, yes. We have and I was yesterday at this lady almost another year, and I talk about value, how to put out one on the tour for the first time. So don't throw that away. Keep it. It might be worth it. Well, I told I teach the value, but the other part of it is actually teaching people how to get things that they need for less, because the best thing and rather than just throw it away, it's basically giving away because it's a multi-family center. We're all giving away, you know, for much less than what it's worth. So these kinds of activities help you in your home to make things more attractive, to make it more comfortable, more enjoyable, clothing that you wear, like this girl is wearing this
trying to boost it back to maybe she fixed it. That's the thing. I love that. You love it. It's beautiful.
Yes, thank you so very much. You know what I did? I kept the tag on it. And I said, sometimes people don't believe me that I've actually printed this purse. And this purse would cost about, maybe about $400,
Yes.
something. And I got it for $25.
So that's on that purses. It costs $400. You got $20 in.
$25.
No, I'm talking inside the purse. You're walking around with a $400 purse.
That's common. That's very common.
That's common, but I got some debit cards and some credit cards. So that's stretching you a little bit more.
So basically, you learn how to be thrifty.
Correct.
Get what you want.
Yeah. Make something
and not pay what they want.
Absolutely.
That's good stuff right there. You know, because rich people or people who well to do, you know, especially those who want to keep up with the Joneses. Well, I had that. They did. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. And you can find all kinds of things. You got computers. I got computers. Somebody just get kind of looking at.
Well, absolutely. I mean, in the film that we're having this weekend, project 3 acres in the corner of Sears and Shinrock. There are 3, I think, flat screen TVs still in the box. 3 flat screens. And one was giving away when we do a drawing for people. And that's the kind of thing that you want to, it's fun. It's a way to enjoy and then still not get broke, not going to heavy debt.
That's somebody with too much money. Too much. You got flat screen TVs that ain't the box ain't even open yet. I'll take it. I'll take it. We were talking about this one about shoes. I got 2 pairs of shoes.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. You can't even bury them with you.
You can wear them. You can wear all of them in 1 month.
So is this going to be or you guys roll around town?
Well, roll around town, go to the bar. So it's going to be kind of a community council. No stuff on the bus. It's going to just be education on the bus. And fun on the bus. We'll have lots of fun, women and men. And just talking about the things that we're looking for, what we found, the expectations for some of the people that never took it. So it'll be something new for them.
They ain't been told. I don't agree with you.
And even on the we'll have lunch together. It's kind of an all-day thing. So you really, I can really start to really. You will be surprised. A giveaway like at her yard sale. And that's it. Her yard sale is a good example of it. So not only do I talk about the people at the store, I speak about the great store and the neighborhood sale. Wonderful. A great price.
The old adage, one man. Oh, I found this incredible. And I was even saying about it. We turn the horn around, right, up the hill, up to the back. Everybody saw that we did that. Right? It's very difficult to that.
Well, yes, when you're looking for an estate sale, there are websites that you can go to called estate.net. And usually there's information about the particular selling any city in the United States, any city. And then there's people who can and there's a phone number, email, questions. So yes, that's a great resource.
What about yard sales?
Yard sales.net, what we do have on Facebook are different groups that have yard sales, say Millbrook, Montgomery, around the area. We have those kinds of things. And sometimes the bulletin board, you can advertise it there. Yeah, the bulletin board, yeah. And advertise online and anything.
It's going to be a sector. So mostly women.
No. Nothing. They get great stuff. Great things and great prices. And we're not talking about, as she's saying, we're not talking about getting less things. We're talking about getting high quality stuff at great prices. mean, that's what we're talking about. Yeah, you can get anything, everything, anything. Cookware, everything.
Walmart, get all the Walmart, we need the 50 people.
Okay.
So is there a number? Is there a number?
Oh, absolutely. It's Michelle School, and it's Tuesday, 524. Yeah.
One.
Five. Two, zero, 52941.
Y'all didn't get all that.
Well, they can go to my website, which I live in. Yes. Absolutely, and then you can go to the website and get I have in my possession a storage of 150 flat. Decided if you wanted to do something with this building, it's all brand new, to come in and so any church and ministry leader, health, have a student that they can really use this to get us to make it opportunity to interview, issues, they would be a good
How will you?
they would go through this.
As a matter of fact, I'm on the board of directors of Open Strike Ministry.
Yes.
And, sometimes we have guys that need to go to job interviews, things like that, who don't have the necessary clothing. So I'll mention you to them.
Yes, and you would need to recommend them, because I don't want just anyone, saying, I need to see.
Yeah.
If you say that,
Right.
I know this person, this child needs this suit, we're gonna do everything we can. All we need to do is get the sizes, and we'll give them the suit. They might have to get the mom to hit it up.
Well, we need.
That's right. And these are over $200.
Yeah. Listen, it was nice for you guys to come up with, we always honor you when you come up with it, because I don't want to get late. Yeah.
Well, I'm telling you,
Yeah.
and
you should run for you should run for office. Anyway, so again, give me a number one more time, we can read about your.
Okay, it's 205. Slowly, like you know. 4. I didn't take all her numbers. Absolutely, you can always call me and I can get right into contact with her. So nice to meet you in two.
Hey, and I just bought these the other day.
They will take you picture one day. You might.
I don't think we ought to pick all these things.
You sure? I know you do.
Oh, yeah. Matter of fact, I go to the church I go to. I walked in the other day. Nobody had to put on with me. Yeah. I said, well, I feel uncomfortable, with I got a shame. Well, let me let you.
Nice meeting you. Nice meeting you. He said, of course it was. What did you tell me nice meeting me? Of course it was. I see you slipping down. You look good. No, Popo geek. Wait, Popo geek now. Right, you can't eat steak every day no more. Thank you so much. All right.
Minister urged Israel to exercise restraint. CBS's Kevin Elkins. At least 2 people were injured in tornadoes that slammed through some. Systems heading east now is the magical point.
Experience the ease, efficiency, and power of ZipRecruiter for free. Just go to ziprecruiter.com/free. That's ziprecruiter.com/free. ziprecruiter.com/free.
Texting privacy policy and terms and conditions posted.
Feeling too hard? Well, the only goes up. You can get one. Consult to 200 300. Take.com.
Yeah, that worked out better. Yeah, more good. Now you have well, whatever. Perfect schedule.
It makes you get a red suit.
It is. It's different. You're right. Red and black.
The brother up good.
Yeah. It's better. Oh, wow. How's your son doing? You're young. One more. Yeah. Then you can go in after.
I'm trying to pick the good.
Yeah, it's not just school and all you go in as a that's better. Wow. It feels like you probably being shown.
And we are back. Good morning. Kevin Elkins here with this morning. I'm normally my first and third Wednesday guest host. I think here. I'm not prepared today. We've been kind of busy. But we were talking about responsibility or accountability of the atmosphere in Montgomery, the comments and the atmosphere in Montgomery. Everybody has their own perspective. I guess he has his. I still blame leadership not for the truth, but for what it seems to me is an inability or an unwillingness to do to put the foot down on somebody's neck. Yeah. Not literally, but figuratively. To do that, we need to send a message in that way that we just not going to deal with. If you do the time, you make sure you do the time. So that's what we need to do. All this being nice to cooks, that ought to be over. No more nice to be in the cooks. We in jail. We're in the state of. I don't care what the story they got. I don't care if they got left when they was 3 days ago. I don't care. Yeah. We all have choices to make when it comes to. And the problem with choices, they have consequences. I got last night at City Council, there were parts of neurosurgery. People have great perceptions as far as their contribution to society, and they think about these. When we start getting people like that, I'm ready to go. And what's going to leave it back there? Yeah.
I've been listening on people inventing and talking about this. Okay. I'm simply a happy from all citizens as long as you have individuals. Okay. I think what we have now is too much information. There's too much information about crime now. I don't think that crime is any worse, according to the population, that it was in 1950, 1960, and 1970. We're talking about population-wise, the number of people who are committing crime has not increased significantly, in my opinion, because of what I see and what I've seen. Actually, when I was younger, there was more crime, but there was less reported. In other words, I have seen people killed as a child, but there were certain areas where they were killed. That had in a way, yes, in a way, no. One thing I know that there are certain areas, including people in certain attitudes, that you do not want to do. Because my family was in business, I could see a lot of those things. It did not happen where I was, but it would happen in places where I could go and would go. So what I'm saying is, there was an area called Bucket of Blood. There was an area behind a dry cleaner called the Long House. There were 3 murders there. I saw one.
We have that many on the weekend.
What I'm saying is, there were weekends, there were traffic. Death then was mainly by stabbing or rape. Here's what we have now. Now we have a gun culture. We're like the Wild Wild West. Everyone wants to have a gun. And everyone thinks it's
that doesn't make me feel any better because we were doing it back then.
You know what I'm thinking is where you go. Now, every old it's not. Here it is. Every old man that I knew carried a 38. Every man that was my age, I'm 69. Every man that I knew that was 69 had a 38. They were tight too. They all had the baggy pants. And you didn't mess with an old man because everyone knows they were stupid. An old man have stopped younger men for getting out of jail. But it wasn't in the news. You know, several old men who shot young men who did the wrong thing to them. Okay, now we have this reporting that's so much. You hear it all the time. I hear gunshots that are away. I hear gunshots that are close. Or close enough for me to hear it. You know, you can hear long off. You probably at your home, you hear gunshots. Okay. That used to be race. Now they're done. Everyone has. It used to be the people who were more responsible. But it sounds like no, human beings are worse now. I think their attitude. Look at it this way. There used to be a time. I think fight in church. There are fights at
But you don't. But you really don't believe that leadership is part. It's ought to be accountable.
It's no such thing as a. Hold on. Here's what I'm saying. And it bothers me because I remember when there were no black elected officials in any form of action. So that's what you make. But you still had time to have things going on. And I said the worst thing that's going to happen when we get a black here, they're going to blame everything on him being black. Now it's a black man, I'm leaving. Everyone's leaving the city. You know what? I love this city. You know, I'm a tourist. I go around the city all the time. Tourists don't see a lot of the things that you're talking about. I get on a mountain Sunday, and I ride around Montana. I go from nighttime to Shady Street. Okay? Now, when they don't, you know, and they say, this is really a wonderful city. Well, look at how little is the same thing. The tourists that and I'm a tourist. But I am a tourist. I don't like I go throughout the entire city. So look at everything. Look at the big picture. If you're looking at who should be the individual who does that, that's the crime. That's the crime. The individual. See, it is not a group action that we can be responsible for every individual. A lot of them are doing. It's not a it's an individual. There are individuals doing it. And it is not a group. Right. And when they're in prison together, they're called criminals. They're called Indians. But see, what you're doing is obviously you do this. And it's really, really strange. But see, and here's what you always see this. There's a group of people who everyone should feel. No, there's a mentality that we all. What is that mentality, and where do they get it from? I tell you what, you know where if you go to average public school, elementary school, right? I can tell you which one of those young people is going to be the person you're talking about. But you know, it doesn't start when they're teenagers. It starts when they're in elementary school. And in elementary school, a bad kid that does the bad things in elementary school is the same kid that does the same thing in junior high, and 9 times out of 10, they don't even make it.
8, 6, 0, 14, 4. And one of the problems with school is that they don't implement discipline. Even though
discipline comes from home.
That's where it should start. But if it doesn't come from there, if it doesn't
school doesn't, you know what? Do you know why the majority of people want things that are positive for kids in private schools?
Sure.
Because, you know why? Because a private school does not have to follow it. They have a zero.
And why do we?
Because you pay for it.
You shouldn't have to pay for discipline.
But here, check this out now. A magnet school, which is a public school, what do they say? They have a zero tolerance policy.
That's right. So why
you know what they do? They put you back in population. They put you back in population.
Come on, who's this? I don't understand it.
Hey,
good morning. Yes. So it seems, okay, so let me get this right. So magnet schools have a standard, and public school has a low standard.
Right. They have a standard there. I mean, there are people who have what is a balance in the retarded. Okay. You know, you have Special needs. Special needs. Special needs is not in magnet.
Right. Ooh, so everything else is special needs. Everybody, if a child comes in the classroom, cuts the teacher out, they got special needs. Jackson's doing most of the time. Well, again, I'm still saying, who is accountable for the environment that exists in this city where people think that it is not, it's okay to shoot at other people? Somebody is accountable for that. I got it. And listen, yeah.
Right.
Mm. But then, okay, so let me ask you a question then. What's the solution if not leadership? If not a changing of the environment? We've always had a gun culture in America. We've always had it. We've always had a gun culture. America started with the gun.
What do we call it? Wow, wow, what?
But again, we've always had guns. All right.
Don't be. People who least afford it are the ones who do that create the problem.
So,
The poor people and the people who, and I'm not saying poverty causes crime. I'm just saying the people who are in poverty are the most affected.
So let me just make sure I get this straight. You're telling me it is what it is.
What is my next?
And there's what do I have? There's one to nothing to do.
Unless we get missionary people. We've got churches, but we don't have any missionaries.
You can take it there.
No, I don't have to say about it. But the churches serve absolutely no purpose in the community. Look where the most time is. Where the most I am.
Look at that. That's why I can tell you.
I need. I say it all the time.
Bring a whole
No, worst place is one neighborhood. There's a church on every street. On
the street.
No. The church on the street.
But it ain't the church's fault.
Yeah, because all it is, all those people come from outside the street. And now you have churches that have to have security guards. That's unheard of.
So the sinner is the problem and not the church.
30 minutes, I didn't have to wait an hour, 90 minutes.
The church is the problem because that's why you have the sinners.
No, the sinners will ever go to church.
Churches go to the sinner. Not the sinner don't come to the church. The church go to the sinner. I mean, one of the worst questions I don't go by is next to a church.
The thing is amazing.
Navage is available at Navage.com or at Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, and Rite Aid.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. I'm not here to do that. Tax relief, TRA is not all money to the IRS. We have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800
Way down past Carolina. Yeah. Off of Northern Carolina. Local black building. Yeah, that's all black people. Yeah. Nice house. No, I was just saying that's one of the two. No. So still here. No. But I had to say it. Everybody think that all we do is make people mad. Alrighty then, we're back. 8-12-14-14 over here. We're going to start up to talk to you. Good morning, who's this? Yes.
Well, they said, given the nature of the people of our population, ours is 8 times worse than Chicago, based on the population that we are, the population that Chicago is. So, I don't know.
What is a misleading statistic? If you have millions of people and you do the percentage, see, that's just a misleading result.
Let you get shot by one of them.
Don't become a statistic, okay? But there are millions of people in Chicago, babe. It takes a lot of people to be a percentage of a million. Yeah. So it doesn't take that many to be of a few 100,000. We're under 100,000 probably in the city of Montgomery. So if you look proportionately, that doesn't add up. Prove you. I don't have to prove you anything to you, Don. I just gave you a statement. It's my opinion. It's my POV. That's my. If you gave your opinion, I'm giving mine. I'm saying a statistic does not matter. That's right. Statistically, that doesn't matter. I'm not arguing. You gave your opinion, right? And I gave mine. Mine is neither right nor wrong. Yours is neither right nor wrong. It's neither your point of view.
Let's take another call. Good morning on there.
Good morning, sir. It's okay. And that's where you're right. I have something to say because where I live, I know what I see. Okay? I know what's around me. Now it doesn't affect me directly until it comes to me. Okay. All right. There have always been the floods and whatever. Okay. As a matter of fact, in my neighborhood, there was a group of little boys who killed the man. There were little boys from like 10 years old to about 16. They killed the man. I know every one of them. Okay. Some of them ended up being in a GED class. Okay. Now I know the criminal mind and the criminal. My mother was involved with the Department of Justice, and I began to see the same actions over and over again by individuals. And I understand that. The mayor has nothing to do with it. I'm sorry, sir. The city council has nothing to do with it. It's the women who are having these kids, Bebe, Nene, and Tawala, they're having these thugs, and That is the problem, and we need to admit that. But if we can't throw these thugs away, because you know what? A lot of these guys are really smart individuals, but they have never been around men. What we have are these pastors out here and all these things. This is what we need to do. To get out there and put the people out of the church and into the street and go in there and give them examples of what a man is. There are young men who do not know what a real man is. A real man to them is a guy who has a gun and shoots on his shoulders. That's what a man does. That's what they see. But they don't see a man who believes in education, a man who is for life, a man who knows how to carry himself in public. They don't see
Well,
that.
let them meet him in jail because
and they just make them worse. All prison does is make them a better criminal. Look, ever since I've known it, the recidivism rate has been an average of 75% in the prison system. Okay, when my mother was there, when my sister was there, recidivism rate was 75%. I've been to many prisons. I have been there and talked to them. And the criminal mind is a criminal mind.
Good morning. Who's this? Mm-hmm.
Let me ask you this, caller. Let me ask you this question. No, I'm adding something. I agree with you. Look, no, let me ask you a question. Hold on. Hear me out. Hear me out. It's not arguing. I'm going to ask you a question. Saturday, did you go by Oak Park? No, I'm asking you, did you go by Saturday at Oak Park? If Saturday at Oak Park, there were over 10,000 people at Oak Park. It was completely full. It was so full that there were people who were coming by and saying to me, it's going to be trouble over there. Why? And most people don't know what went on at Oak Park on Saturday. That's my question to you. It was a positive thing. What it was, the 30th class of ASU was having a get together at Oak Park, and they had invited students from ASU. And that park was full. From ASU to Oak Park, there were thousands of people. And you don't hear anything about that, dude. You know, that was a positive thing. There was nothing negative happening.
None of that means a thing, Boyd, if people don't want to live here. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's true. But none of that means anything if people don't want to live here. If they feel unsafe.
You know what? Like I said, Kevin, it's what you come in contact with. The people that I come in contact with every Sunday, and the people that I came in contact with on Saturday, they're not talking about what you're talking about there.
They don't have to.
These are students. I mean,
they don't have to.
And these are people who have
they're not
have
trying. They're here
received
temporarily.
their degree here, and these are people who are. Some of them live here,
and they're here temporarily. A lot of them are students. Then they're going home.
But what I'm saying, Kevin, when people come to the city, and that's who's spending the money.
Let me ask you.
That's who's spending the money. The tourists, all those people that were at Whitewater Park, they were spending money.
Is it okay
to
have a table with 4 legs on it, and wait a minute, and one leg is broke?
Kevin, your metaphor makes no sense.
Yes, it does.
Look,
so do the 4 legs, do the 3 legs have more?
Let me ask you this: who is committing the crime?
I don't know their names.
Who is it?
What do you mean, who is it?
Who is it? The average person that's committing that crime is usually a young male.
Okay.
Like I said, who doesn't know what a man is. To him, a gun is a man. That makes him a man.
I don't know where you got that theology.
That's because if you don't know the truth, you know what?
I've been a kid like they've been a kid.
No, you haven't. You haven't been a kid like these.
Yeah, I have. I had the same thing to deal with.
Could you box? Can you box?
Yes, I can box.
Okay. I can box, right?
Okay.
It used to be a time that fighting was boxing.
Yeah.
Or wrestling.
Right.
I can wrestle and I can box.
Yeah.
Right now, the average young kid that I see, I could just whip him. I'm 69 because he can't fight. You know why he can't fight? But it wouldn't do, and I wouldn't get in a fight with him because after I beat his behind, then he's gonna shoot me. Okay?
You're too scared of him.
No.
Anyway, we gotta take our last break, and we'll come back right after this. I'm just saying. So what we're saying is okay to have one part of town where people shoot and kill each other as long as everybody else is safe.
No, I'm just saying it's not everywhere. That's not one part of town. It's all over.
Okay. And therein lies the problem also.
Because every time I look in the paper, I'll see where Carmichael Road has had a shooting.
Yeah. And who's doing
the
shooting?
Who's
doing the shooting?
Hey,
we know who's doing most of the shooting.
Shanae
and Ray.
Ray. Let's hold them accountable.
SFA, first alert.
But I still say we have to hold our leadership accountable because of the environment, not because of the crime.
Do it.
Well, they got to do it. They got to do it.
Look, you can be at.
If Reed wasn't such a wuss with it, he want to make our policemen Boy Scouts.
Look, no, police can't be everywhere. They don't react.
But when you run across one, you put that ass.
And here's the problem: when police, all they see is the negative.
That's right.
That's all they see. That has an effect on them. They think every young man is a fool.
Well, again, they on Facebook with guns.
I don't see. You know what? That don't come on my Facebook, bro.
But it's there. Doesn't make it
not. I don't mind.
Just because you don't see it, don't mean it's not.
You know why
there.
you see it? Because that's what you look at.
That's right.
Okay.
Because I want to know who's doing crazy things.
And then the more crazy you look at, the crazier you think things are. I don't see that because I don't feel
like New Year's night. My God, it felt like Iraq over there.
Now the missing child come up. You come up. Jimmy Pooh, Little Child. Okay, King James. Okay, Ed Slater, engineers making good bridges. Okay, Dora Wheeler. See, that don't come up on my. I'm trying.
That's okay. You don't need to know that. I need to know these things.
No, you don't.
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
It's news.
Okay. Houses. All that comes up on my thing is positive information about people. I'm always going to get something about growing, something about building. You see, I can go through here, and that don't happen on my page.
You're such a
big, beautiful.
That's okay. I ain't mad at you. I read it all.
Very similar to the Lifetime Achievement Award. Okay. See, one day it will be me. One day it will be me. What that is? Oh, okay, yeah.
Oh, you gotta say that
again.
Okay.
And Kevin Smith.
Big Blue and term provider.
It just don't.
A little dinged up. $1 million in life insurance.
$200
a month.
See, it's just, I'm trying to find.
You live in a vacuum.
I don't live in a vacuum, Kevin.
Yeah, you do. These things still happen whether they come up on your feed or not. It's still happening.
See, and your world is based on the information that you receive.
That's right.
And the information you receive is because of the information that you continuously look at.
It comes up. My job is to look at it.
Mm-hmm. And if that's your job, see, it should be a difference. That shouldn't be your life if that's your job. Your job is not your life.
I hear you.
The job should be how you make money. And if the only thing you do is have to try to make money, you have a very dull and boring life. Life is meant to be lived.
Okay.
I live the life I love and love the life I
Man,
live.
I forgot to put money in the dog.
Uh-oh. I do too.
Because now I don't get away with it no more.
Oh, really? Oh.
Because I used to get off at 9.
Yeah. I forgot about that. Yeah.
I only got one ticket down there. Obviously, she didn't know who car that was. Well, let's see if we can get those.
You put WLWI on there.
Yeah, yeah. Give me some grace. Because that'd be $30 I didn't pay in 1 week.
Yeah, it was $30. That's right, it's $10 a ticket now.
$15.
Really? Last time I had one was $10.
Everything's going up.
Everything's going up. Part of me, it still costs the same, but if you don't pay it, it costs that much more. Inflation.
I can understand $5, but come on, $15 for somebody who may got sick or may got stuck someplace. $15, man, come on.
They don't have a thing where you can get a waiver here, where you get a bag.
Yeah. What are you gonna do with that thing? I think that thing costs $120 a year.
What, that bag?
Mm-hmm. Probably up now. Probably going up.
Oh, so you have to pay for that. Well, the company don't pay. Why don't you get the company to make that part of your purchase? They change your schedule, right?
Yes.
So that would be like giving you $120 a year raise.
Oh, okay.
You know, a percentage of a raise.
Like $5 a week.
Yeah. Yeah, get the perk.
Okay, we're back. 860-1440 is the number here. You can text me 901-5022 if you got something interesting to say. If not, keep your text. Good morning. Who's this? But even if you have roadblocks, caller,
what will that stop?
Right, because evidently you can carry a gun now.
Yeah.
But what good to check them for them if you can't take them?
Yeah. If you can carry it, what difference does it make? Well, they're not all underage.
Right. They do, but 9 times out of 10, first of all, if a gun doesn't have a registration number on it, is that against the law? So they could check. I mean, well, I don't know if that's I don't know if that's true. And now let me get somebody to call and let us know, because I don't want to put out I don't want to put out wrong information. Of course, I don't know what stopped me this time. But anyway, good morning. Who's this? Pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. So who's you? Yeah. Who are you going for? Okay, ain't nothing wrong with that. What's that? Right. That's not their responsibility. That's not their responsibility, though. Well, first of all, again, it's not their responsibility to take on the woes of every community. Well, because the city has a responsibility. The city has a responsibility to keep an environment that's at least somewhat safe.
And how do you do that?
Well, with strict and tight controls. Yeah. Listen, man. Hey, do me a favor. Would you do me a favor? Do me a favor. Get off the cross. We need the wood. Bye. Good morning on air. Pretty good. So far, I don't know how many we got. At one point in January, we had 10. I didn't stop counting since then. I thought in January, I thought we had a few. I don't know. How many we got? Yeah, I don't know. As long as I ain't in there, I'm good. Mm. Mm. Yeah. It's too many if it's one. That's true. It's too many, but I don't blame the people for showing up at City Hall last night.
I do.
I don't.
What can City Hall do?
That's their job.
Look, the last thing you want to be is an innocent bystander.
Exactly.
And then we have this gun culture where you have guys that shoot and the bullet is going somewhere. Mm-hmm. And if it hits someone who just happened to be there, it doesn't matter whether it's a child, whether it's black or you're white, that is an innocent bystander. Well, and that happens in a gun culture. So that's part of the gun culture now.
We've always had a
no,
gun
we haven't had it like
in America.
This. We have not had a gun culture like this.
We were founded on the gun.
Look, that's good, but we're not talking about the Wild Wild West. That's
well, pretty much we are.
Guns were for protection. When I was a kid, the only people who had guns were the old men who had them for protection. And they only pulled it out.
We'll never know if
they
that's
were like
true
samurai warriors. They only pulled it out when they meant to draw blood.
Okay,
they didn't threaten anyone. They just pulled it out when they had to.
Good morning. Who's this?
And someone's going to drop when they pulled it out. Mm. And it wasn't an innocent bystander.
Good morning. Yes.
I'm not making an excuse, sir. Look, there are criminals out there. So they're black and they're white. And the majority of them that I know are black. Is that an excuse? Is that an excuse? Huh? Am I giving an excuse? If Ray shoots somebody, have I made an excuse for it? Ray's stupid.
Well, we can only get one at a time.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, well.
You're going to say something stupid. I'm going to talk to you like I'm stupid.
Good morning.
Stupid is as stupid does.
Good morning.
We've been waiting on that call.
So if somebody, well, let's answer the question, guy. If the police stop somebody and the gun does not have a serial number on it, can it be confiscated? And so all guns that are sold have serial numbers on them. Right. Right. Mm-hmm. Wait a minute. What does that mean? But what does that mean, though? Non-celebratory. What does that mean? Well, who the hell's got a license like that? And you need a license for that? You need a license for that? Let me take one more call. On that one. Good morning.
I think it's being facetious.
Good morning. Good morning on air. Yes. Okay then. All right then.
Yeah, there's probably some of that too.
Okay then. Well, maybe we need to come down on the girls too. Hey, Preacher, I'm running out of time. I got 1 minute left. Good morning. Who's this?
Yeah.
Good morning. Who's this? Well, I give you time for one more call. Good morning. Quickly. Like Martin Luther King said, we may came over on different ships. Same boat now. I appreciate it. Good morning. All right then. Well, interesting conversation.
And my opinion is that it is the unintended consequences of a gun culture. That's what happens. Got a lot of guns. A lot of bad people have guns.
It's people
a lot of good people have
people
guns.
with no discipline.
And the people with no discipline, when they have it, they're going to cause a problem.
Yeah, I mean, that's just, it is what it is.
There you go.
You need to put the wood on people. I got to put that piece of wood on that boot. Yeah, I got it. I didn't say it. It can certainly respond, but it can certainly respond in tougher and harsher than they do. Put a boot on somebody. Oh, but deal. That's it, yeah. Let's go get that. You see, you to get those guys to say, oh, yeah. Yeah, that was clear. Don't say nothing. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, you like it collectively. It's probably somebody like you. Just getting bigger and bigger. Oh, I want to cover the whole world. Man.